Before I get to the intro, I'll make note. There's another video on this channel of Infinitrack trains where I do a big combo thing. Uh, I was wrong in a lot of things involving that combo, and in this video I hope to correct that information. But yeah, let's just acknowledge that and then go straight to the intro. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Matt, of Pig and Matt here. So, I kind of been fooling around a little bit with a couple different things that I want to make for the channel, some more fun decks and whatnot. And also, I kind of want to try a little bit different format. So with this deck profile today, I'm going to kind of breeze through and give you the kind of quick and dirty of what these are. And then I'm going to show you guys some Edo Pro footage of some combos and stuff because I think it's a little bit cleaner on there. So, as you can see in front of you, deck in question is Earth Machine. Basically a much better version of my Infinitrack train deck that I did not too long ago, because ever since then I've kind of just had the deck on the side to figure out how to better play and make the build a little bit more consistent. And I think this deck in question is real good, so I'm going to show you guys. So let's go with the BS. Show you guys Earth Machine. Start it out. Your most important cards, Triple Harvester and your Triple Brutal Dozer. He's a level manipulator. He manipulates original level of him and another machine monster. And on summon, he Stratos any Infinitrack guy. Whereas Brutal Dozer here, you contribute an Earth Machine to special from hand. When he is specialed from hand, he specials an Infinitrack from your deck. He locks you into Earth Machines, but he basically is your play starter. And it doesn't matter because almost everything you play is an Earth Machine anyways, so yeah. Next, the other supportive Infinitracks you play is Anchor Drill, Tunneler, 2 Trencher. Trencher can special summon a level 5 or lower Infinitrack from your graveyard by exiling himself from grave. Tunneler can exile himself to target 5 machine monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, draw 2 cards, Pot of Avarice basically. And Anchor Drill on summon can summon any machine monster from your hand. And like the Harvester, he can also manipulate original levels. He's super good and kind of can help you make some cool stuff in your extra deck. Next, on to the supplementary engine. You do 3 Metal Cruncher, 1 Citadel, 2 Fortress. Reoccurring boss monster, can rip the opponent's hand if they target it with a monster effect, and can do 1-for-1 trade-offs by popping cards in the field. This card has been fantastic since the day it came out, and I will always have an appreciation for it. Citadel is basically a quick effect Regeki, and when one of your guys gets destroyed either by battle or card effect, he can special himself from grave. He's insane, but he can't be normal summoned, so that seems pretty fair. And Metal Cruncher is you just reveal 3 machine monsters, and your opponent randomly adds one of them to your hand. Most of the time, you're just revealing 3 of your Brutal Dozer. He can also help get you other combo pieces to, you know, do more. He's super good, and I really like the card. Next up, your rank 10 trains, Choo Choo. If you play trains, you know. When this guy's in your graveyard, he lets you add a card from your graveyard, or a machine monster from your graveyard to your hand, and if all you control are Earth Machines, you can special summon him from your hand. And when you special summon a guy, or normal summon, this guy special summons himself, and when he's detached as an Exceeds material, he pops a card on the field. These 2 cards absolutely rule, and I love them. And yeah, this guy with the next card coming up actually can create an incredibly insane resource loop because, well, that other card in the last monster is 1 Ancient Gear box. I legit am about to play 2 of this because I dead drew this son of a bitch all day in my testing. But when this guy's added from either the graveyard or deck to your hand via, one of these effects, he adds a Earth Machine with 500 attack and or defense from your deck to your hand. It's an absolutely crazy card, and it absolutely sucks to draw. So, yeah. Next, you basically play 6 Rotas. On activation, this adds an Infinitrack, and then it has the bonus effect that it can attach itself to an Exceeds monster or switch to battle position. You almost never use that second effect. Redeployment, if you can just ditch a card, it'll add 2 Machina monsters of different names. If you ditch a Machina card, you can add any 2 Machina cards. This card is also insane. Next, 2 copies of Urgent Schedule, basically just summon 2 monsters. If you're going second, it can help you do some extra crazy plays. And the last spell in one of, I guess, 3 flex spots in the deck, I decided to run 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. It's because you don't want to deal with back row. Now on the traps, you play the trap tricks along with your targets. Didomiscus is a fantastic card. Yeah, it targets, but it also banishes. Really good. And it could act as an extra chump blocker if need be. Machina Overdrive is you can destroy a machine on your field to special summon a Machina from your deck. And when it's in your graveyard, you can exile it to target up to 3 either banished or engraved machines, combination of 2, whatever. Shuffle them to the deck and draw 1 card. Super great. Excellent discard fodder for all the cards in this deck that you need to discard with. You know, the Didomiscus card in your extra deck, the Rota card. Fantastic. I wish they would have printed it as a foil. And the last 2 flex spots in the deck, these could literally be anything you want. I decided to opt for the Reboot and the Skill Drain. This card is basically a win button. And this card, it was okay. Now onto the extra deck. 3 Goliath. Just requires an Infinitrack. And when it's sent to the graveyard, it can equip itself as an Exceeds material. And when it is an Exceeds material, the Exceed monster in question can't be destroyed via card effect. Super good. Your best card can't be used as a link material, but use a quick effect special summon of a level 10 from your graveyard. For either you send a card on your field, or a monster on your field, or a card from your hand. This card absolutely rules. I love it. And it constantly recycles your Super Express Bullet Train, which then recycles your box, which then just adds you even more advantage. It's absolutely sick. Just a Earth Machine you can make. And he also has the added effect that if you special 2 monsters to his own at the same time, he can add a level 5 or higher machine monster. So yeah, he has plenty of targets. And you play him to add the box, and then the box gets you a bunch of resources. Now onto the Exceeds. I play Vespacito and River Stormer. This could easily be 2 River Stormers. He's super important because he just adds or sends a guy. And he's super good. And you contribute a link to special him from grave. So you'll see in the combos why that's good. This guy, just because he's a big level, he can get rid of cards on the field. And he's big number. These guys, if you play trains, you know. So that's it. The only non-Earth machine monsters. 1 Dingrisu. I did make this once, and it was okay. Get rid of Dragoons, technically. This guy I have never made once. And to round it out, maybe the best Exceeds monster in existence. Also, you can hard make this, which I'll show you in the combos. So let's go to Edo Pro. Alright, people. I'm going to show you basically what, you know, a 1-card combo looks like in this deck. I'm going to do the most ideal. Just going to do the Infinitrack route. Start out. Summon Harvester, Harvester, get you Brutal Dozer, Tribute, Special Effect, Special Trencher, make your Stormer, search your Express, make your Link guy, summon a guy, make a Link guy, use him, Tribute, Special himself, make a Link guy, make Ballista, search your box, Roddy, search you that guy, Special, this guy, Tribute, Special, make that effect, shuffle 5 extra deck monsters, net 2 cards. So off 1 card, you basically have Angered Knuckle plus whatever else is in your hand to do stuff with. Super good. Really busted. Alright, now here I'm basically going to show you the exact same combo, but via the Machina route, which you would reveal 3 Brutal Dozer, get 1, and then proceed to tra-la-la-la in the exact same motion. Like, pretty much nothing's changed aside from how you started. And you have, you know, multiple ways to search all of these cards. The reason I basically go through all 3 of those Goliaths is so you could guarantee to dig deeper into your deck with, you know, putting back 5 extra deck monsters rather than having to, you know, put more stuff back in your main deck. And by doing that, you're on a better chance to draw into your trap cards and whatnot. Or if you played hand traps in your particular version, it also lets you draw that. So that's why you go about doing it that way, if you're curious. Alright, now, this combo in question shows you the power of Daracrane, and probably the most ideal board you'd want to end on, because odds are there's a pretty decent way you can end up with this kind of, you know, ending board. So, you're going to go about the same exact route with your Harvester, where you got to do your Brutal Dozer plays. And as you're doing the exact same line of play with the River Stormer and everything, you're going to inevitably have to get this guy and this guy on your board, which, as you can see, I just did it there so I could quit seeing the notifications. But then you get the Ballista to get your box, you special that guy, you use that guy, and then from here, you got the free discard with Angle Knuckle. So from here, you're going to then use the Anger Knuckle to put the box in your graveyard. Then you make your Dora. You then proceed to use Dora's effect to detach the Super Express Bullet Train, so at the end phase you could get a card to your hand for, you know, whatever you need next turn. And then you do one other thing slightly different, because then you tunnel her and you put the box back into your deck so you can use the Ancient Gear Guy next turn. This board is absolutely insane, because on the Dora you have the Daracrane, which will pop cards, and then you have Anger Knuckle to get back your Super Express Bullet Train, and you could just do a host of fun stuff. And I'm guessing the Bullet Train, during the end phase of that turn, you probably would have just put the Brutal Dozer back into your hand most likely. So that's kind of the most ideal setup. So this last combo I'm going to show you is just a cool thing that this deck can do. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you guys is how to actually hard make Zeus, not lock yourself into Earth monsters, and, you know, guarantee a double pop. In this, we're going to use Anchor Drill, Daracrane, and Heavy Forward, because you need to get to Harvester, and you need an extra body on board. So, start out, use the Heavy Forward to search your Harvester, use this guy and this guy to basically chain to get your Harvester, search whatever, use his effect, copy, make them both level 12, make your Zeus, use your Heavy Forward, put it on there, and there you go. You got a double pop hard make a Zeus. The reason it's a double pop is because when a Zeus wipes the field, Goliath is going to attach itself to your Azeus, and then your Goliath will make it where this Azeus can't be destroyed via card effect. Super duper good. And probably the cheekiest combo this deck can do.